So is it your first day on set? Are you a video girl, maybe a backup dancer, maybe you're an actor who's doing extra work? Well, today I'm going over with you all the things you need, well, at least the top 5 things in theory that you need in your bag on your way to set. Let's go. Hey guys, what up? It's iDestiny. Welcome back, and this is the LA Lifestyle on a Budget, giving you skincare, thriftwear, and a little bit of entertainment industry tips and tricks. So if that's what you're into, hit the subscribe button below. So today I wanted to talk about things that you need in your bag when you go to set. You know, for many of you that are kind of up and coming, maybe you've been on set a few times and you're just still confused on what you need to bring. Maybe it is your first time, or maybe you just started going on auditions and haven't booked that first time being on set yet. So I kind of wanted to go over with you guys what you need in your bag, because I mean, there are some things that I feel like are very common sense, like just off the top of your head that you can think of. But I feel like some things aren't as common. So I kind of wanted to just go over this list of 5 things with you. I was actually thinking of splitting this into 2 videos, but since we're already here, we're just gonna go for it. And then if you guys want more details, I can always do a part 2 and kind of go more in depth. So the first thing, obviously clothing. So when you go on set, a lot of times, maybe the production assistant or whatever might email you a few days ahead of time, or maybe the day before, and say, hey, we need you to bring, these 3 outfits. We need maybe one that's like a very casual, going to the park type outfit. We need one like party, outfit that's more grunge, and then we need like this 3rd look. So this is my rule of thumb. If they ask me to bring 3 outfits, I bring 4. And this is why. It's because let's say you get on set and it's like, the whole music video is pretty much a party scene, and they're like, okay, well, we asked you to bring a swimsuit, we asked you to bring, a casual kind of like lounge party look, and then more of like a glam party look. Let's say you decide to add an extra. Let's say you decide to add, another swimsuit, but let's say it has, a throw, maybe it's more like resort wear type outfit. They might see that outfit and like that better than anything else that you brought. And maybe it's something that they didn't think about because maybe they didn't meet with the stylist until later. You just never know. I've never gotten an email from an actual stylist telling me what to bring to set. Usually the stylist is only paid and booked to dress the main people on set. They're not there to sit there and dress extras and to make sure outfits are all good. They might walk by you, while you're on set and be like, okay, that's perfect, or do you have anything else? But for the most part, it's usually like a production assistant, somebody who just gets kind of like a list of things that need to be emailed from the top down. They don't really know anything about fashion or style, so I always bring an extra option on top of the 3 that they've asked me to bring. Also, sometimes they don't have no stylist at all. Sometimes you get no email whatsoever, and so I at least try to bring, if there's no email at all, I try to bring like 2 to 3 outfits just in case. Because I mean, for a lot of those smaller videos, it's definitely a smaller budget, obviously, because they don't have anybody emailing you or kind of coordinating outfits with sets and things like that. A lot of times with those lower budget videos, maybe it's just one set. Maybe they're shooting the entire video at somebody's house, or they're shooting the entire music video at the beach. So just having 2 to 3 outfits that kind of fit that one set is pretty much good enough, and you can always kind of like mix and match. And then along with this is also make sure that the options that you bring can be mixed and matched. Obviously, if you want to have one standalone outfit that's just like, maybe it's a whole jumpsuit with like, accessories or whatever, that's great. But have, maybe a top and bottom, or a top and skirt, or a top and, something else that you can kind of mix and match. That way the director or the production assistant or a stylist can look at you and say, actually, we have a lot of people in this scene that have pants. Do you have like shorts or a skirt? So they might want other options that maybe those other people didn't bring. And so, you could be kind of like the favorite on set for having, more options that other people do not have. Along with this, in the clothing category as well, this is a little bit more extensive, but have different color block options. So let's say you have an outfit that's like very high contrast. Maybe you have something like this. It's like black and white with like a red mini, and then let's say your other outfit is like more like sexy and neutral. Maybe it's like a beige and it's a little bit more sheer, and you have a little bit of gold in there. Like, have contrasted options and then more toned down options, because this is what happens on set as well. Maybe they have a group of extras in one corner and they all have like high contrast outfits. Maybe they want you to have a high contrast outfit, or maybe they think, actually, this looks a little too put together. We have too many people with high contrast stuff on and it looks like it's planned. We want the scene to look more casual. Do you have anything more neutral? So it's always good to kind of have like those kind of options that you can mix and match as well. And then obviously, I feel like this kind of goes without saying, but it's just nice to put it out there in general, is different underwear options. So for those of you that have like the convertible bras that have like the clear straps, maybe it's like nude or beige, those are great options to have on set as well, just because with you switching up outfits, you know, you never really know sometimes until you get on set what works and what doesn't work. You don't want to be stuck with, you know, crazy neon green straps with lace on them when it's like supposed to be a very neutral scene. So it's just good to have different types of bra options. Maybe you have tape, that's great as well, because maybe they want you to go for like that more like effortless, very sexy look, and you have a backless outfit on. Maybe you're the lead and they brought clothes for you. Sometimes that happens on set. So it's just good to have those kind of underwear options. Same thing with your bottoms as well. Anything that's seamless is always good. You don't want to be that person on set with like chunky underwear showing through your dress. That's not cute. So let me just move on to number 2. 2 would be accessories. So think about it this way. When you go out to coffee with friends, or you decide to go to the mall, or maybe you're going on a date or whatever, don't you usually add accessories to an outfit? Even if you're somebody who's very like simplistic and minimalist in your jewelry type, don't you usually like have at least like a really thin kind of cute dainty necklace and maybe a bracelet? So think of the same thing when you go on set. They're kind of recreating these moments in life, whether it be like I mentioned before, like a party scene or whatever. So I mean, think about it. If you're going to a party or a club, you usually have accessories with your outfit. So don't just bring a bag full of clothes. Bring a couple of, you know, bracelets or whatever. Bring a couple of maybe statement piece necklaces, and then more toned down necklaces. And I mean, I went on set this one of the photo shoots that I went on last year when I was on set. They had tons and tons and tons of accessory and jewelries. They had tons of accessories and jewelry, not jewelries. But that was like really the first time that I've been on set where somebody actually thought of that, and that's because one of the people coordinating it and the production person or the marketing branding person was a woman, and so she like literally brought like cases of jewelry and was like, oh, I like this is cute. But that is definitely an exception. That's not the rule. Most of the time on set, they don't have jewelry and accessories for extras unless it's like more of a period piece. So definitely think of that. Think of different types of shoes as well. So that kind of goes a little bit into the accessories category. If you're a person that has maybe short or spunky hair, maybe think of like headbands or hats or, you know, clips like these, you know, something interesting that you can do to really make it look like you thought about your whole outfit and you have the whole thing put together. Because I guarantee you, people on set will notice. The production, you know, people, the booking agents, you know, whoever did the casting, if they're on set, they're gonna be like, wow, this person really came prepared. They really brought their A game. You know, they have tons of things with them. So they're gonna want to book you over people that brought like maybe one outfit and were like, I don't know, I don't really have anything. I have this sweater in my car. Like, don't be that person on set. Be like super, super prepared and be like, yeah, I got options. I got red, I got black, I got green. Like, be that person. 3, bring some hearty snacks and water, because I guarantee you, there will be a time where you will get on set and the crafty table is like goldfish and like soda, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna starve to death because maybe you're vegan, maybe, you know, you have special dietary needs. So just, you know, bring a couple snack bars, maybe bring like a little bowl of oatmeal, or, you know, just something that'll kind of stick to you that's not too heavy, because like I mentioned before, when it's lower budget, you know, productions, they don't have crafty service. There has been times where I've been on set and they have a full-on, you know, spread crafty table. They've got exotic fruits, they've got all these vegetable platters, they've got sandwiches, they've got rolls, they've got this and that, and then they feed you breakfast and lunch, and there's like a full truck with like a, you know, a chef. But that's, you know, definitely more productions with like a higher budget, obviously. So the lower budget stuff, you know, they might just have like some snacks that they picked up from, you know, the store. Which, I mean, when I've done shoots myself, like with me and my homegirls, like I usually try to get like a little mini spread, but I ask them ahead of time like what they like, you know, if they have any dietary needs or whatever, but that's usually not the case. So make sure you have, you know, plenty of snacks packed in there, because you're going to be on set for quite a while and you might be sitting and have a lot of downtime if you're an extra. 4, your makeup bag. Now, I'm not gonna go super into detail with this, just because if you guys were here, I think a week and a half ago on my channel, I did an interview with Karima Meeks, who's a professional makeup artist. She's a dope beauty influencer, and she kind of gave me the full tea on what you need, what, you know, specifically when you're on set. So I'm gonna link that interview up here for you guys to check out. But just think of these things that I'm gonna tell you guys off the top of my head, along with your makeup bag. Things like Vaseline or some kind of balm, because if you're in, like, let's say a bikini, or you have some really, really tight shorts, you know, it's one of those kind of scenes where you're dancing a lot, You don't want your thighs chafing and rubbing together. So bring like a Vaseline or a balm, or maybe you bring some sort of powder to kind of dust yourself off in between scenes. That way you're not, irritable and uncomfortable the whole day on set. Lotion, obviously some kind of, they have those like Mr. Body sprays that are like an oil, but they have a little bit of glitter in it, especially if you're a professional dancer. A lot of times on set, they want you to look like reflective and glowy and dewy and sexy and all that. So make sure you have that on set. That way you're not like the one ashy one out. And then just like a deodorant spray or a body spray, I mean, you putting on that one coat in the morning before you leave seems like it might be enough, but if you're dancing on and off for 12 to 15 hours, you're gonna start to feel a little gross. So I don't know, for some of you that might wanna bring like maybe a dry shampoo, maybe you wanna bring, a spray deodorant, maybe some like little baby wipes, that way you can kind of like wipe yourself down in between scenes. Stuff like that is always good to have. Of course, like extra bobby pins, a brush, comb, maybe some extra hair ties. Don't go around asking on set like, anybody have a hair tie? Anybody have a hair tie? There might be that one or two person on set that are super nice that want to help you out, but for the most part, people are kind of like they just don't want to share their stuff with you. So, and now number 5. This is, I wouldn't say it's definitely not the most important, but I would say it's pretty important. Charger, portable charger, so those kind of things that kind of keep your electronics going, headphones. And this is because, let's say you're on set for a 10-hour day, and you maybe get up and you're in a scene that's maybe 10-15 minutes long. They ask you to sit down for 3 hours, you're up again for maybe an hour, you're sitting again for 3 hours. Your phone's obviously gonna die. You're sitting on your phone all day just trying to get time to pass. So having things like this in your bag just makes it really easy for you to sit down, find an outlet, plug yourself in, and kind of de-stress and relax a little bit in between scenes, which is always good, especially when you're on set for a long day. Or if you end up on one of those amazing sets that has a great budget and you're on set for 2 or 3 days, it's just always good to have that kind of stuff. So hopefully that list wasn't too overwhelming. I would say if you kind of get really good at packing this stuff up, you can have, a bag that's not like a huge duffel bag. I've been able to fit all this kind of stuff that I need in a tote, but then again, it also depends on what kind of music video you're doing. Obviously, if you're doing a music video where you're in snow or some crazy kind of weather or terrain, obviously you're probably gonna need a bigger bag. But for, most of the stuff that they shoot here in LA, Southern California, you don't really need too much. And this is a bonus one I'm just gonna throw in real quick. Along with the clothing, make sure you have an after set outfit. So this is an outfit that you kind of throw on after the long day. Maybe the sun's gone down and it's cold. So just bring something comfy that you can just throw on, maybe like sweats, a light sweater or whatever. That way you're comfortable, picking up your stuff, cleaning up, signing out, getting your check, and then heading home. Maybe you're taking the bus or the subway home, I don't know. Maybe you're driving home, but you don't want to be stuck in those grungy, dirty clothes that are all tight-fitting with all your, chains and straps and, whatever it was that you're wearing during that day. You don't want to have to drive home in that. So it's just nice to have a very soft, comfortable, casual outfit that you can throw on at the end of set. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see a part 2 to this, or you guys want me to go more in depth on any one of these, just let me know and like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual. Make sure to do well and be well, and I'll see you later. Bye.